Welcome to the Elevating Leaders series, where we go beyond the headlines and straight to the people who are redefining insurtech and business transformation. We've caught up with the visionaries and the pioneers that are currently driving the industry forward, bringing you exclusive insights, strategies, and stories you won't hear anywhere else. If you're ready to go deeper, this is your front row seat to the future of insurance. I'm Miguel Edwards, and this is 5 Minutes.
U.S. companies are usually very good at identifying opportunities in global markets, especially where there's, they're underserved markets. And so with such low penetration, what keeps U.S. carriers from wanting to go after Latin American markets and drive penetration, or drive capacity, I should at least say?
My opinion is European market is quite close to U.S. market.
From a regulatory perspective.
From regulatory, but the people.
Okay, gotcha.
It's quite the same.
Yeah.
So as you know, when you travel to Latin America, people, underserved people, middle class, level of education is very different from U.S. perspective. For example, Latin America is very close to Asian market. But in the mindset of European or US, it's easier to go to a global market, Asia, Europe. And you must imagine that Latin America is only 5% of the global market. So you are never in the list of the priority. For example, I have a lot of contact in MetLife, in Chubb, in huge multinational.
Yeah.
For them, Latin America is not a priority.
Yeah, makes sense.
Never. Right. And when they go to Latin America, for them it's very difficult to understand local activity, regulatory aspects. So everything is very different, because Europe and US are talking all together. So it's quite easier, to understand the market.
Interesting. Fantastic. So what do you think is really, kind of what will drive that change, that will drive penetration? Is it consumer behavior? Is it capacity? Is it the technology? All of the above? Like, what is going to be the catalyst to really drive additional insurance penetration?
In my perspective, until now, for the huge financial group in Latin America, it's quite easy to make a lot of money with a small part of the pie, of the pie insurance, of the market, So it's quite easy. For example, there are a lot of huge financial structure in Mexico, in Colombia, in Chile, with very high level of revenue. For example, the last report of McKinsey say, in Latin America, it's the best market about profitability. So there is a small market share, a small part of the people covered, very high profitability, I'm okay with that.
Right.
But right now, I think that there is a move, because large insurance company and large financial institution provoke an impact in the market.
Yeah.
And I think that's great, because it's for the human being, it's great. They want to right now say, how we can create more penetration rate in every market, because we need to cover middle class, low class, small SME. Why? Because if the insurance market can grow,
right,
economy will grow.
Sure.
So because the correlation, as you know, correlation between growth of economy and growth of insurance is very high.
Yeah, risk transfer.
So right now, I understand that there is a very good move, and this move is in the same line with other things, that is digital platform.
Okay.
Why? For example, in Latin America, in Brazil, there is a Nubank that is a full digital bank, that is the main digital bank of the world.
Okay.
100 million clients.
Wow.
100 only in Brazil. So, for example, Nubank sell insurance product, life insurance product, 4 million people, 4 million clients. But for them, it's only 4% of penetration rate.
Yeah.
So it's very low for them. So imagine they have 100 million clients. Other things, MercadoLibre from Argentina, is the same thing than Amazon. 100 million clients too.
Right.
Okay, so digital platform like Rappi is, I suppose here is Uber Eats or something else. Okay. They are very large platform with a lot of people, and this kind of clients are middle and low class.
Interesting.
So right now we can have access to these people to understand what is happening. And from other part, for example, the SME, the informatics SME, are selling through MercadoLibre. So MercadoLibre can have access to underserved SME. Okay, so the big movement that we observe in Latin America, that right now market want to have a good impact in the society, great, and distribution is changing.
Thank you for joining this episode of 5 Minutes. If you've enjoyed our discussion, we'd love for you to share it with anyone else you think might find it interesting. Also, please subscribe on whatever podcast platform you're listening on and hit that bell to stay on top of the game with our practical 5-minute episodes. We look forward to seeing you again next week.